So I'm another bald a-hole here, and don't worry, there is Gerald the Penguin, the fitness mascot. Don't worry about it. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you can go watch other videos. What a tease that is. Something happened to me the other day, which I found peculiar, and then realized, no, it's not peculiar at all. I just happen to live a weird life, and the reason I live a weird life is because of the gym. And there are normal things that normal people do that, you know, we all take for granted. Well, they take for granted. And I look at them like it's like an alien who's just popped in and started doing their usual lifestyle. And I can't handle it. And like I said, I realized it was me. I'm the problem. So I found 10 of them and realized I do every single one. So here's 10 normal things that are absolutely insane to a weightlifter. Number 10 is having milk and sugar in the house. Now, I'm not saying that you won't, but I'm saying that I don't. I have almond milk in the house, but there is no traces of sugar. And the reason this is what inspired the list is I had an electrician in the other day and he was doing some work. That happens, we'll have these life problems. And I said, would you like a coffee? He said yes. And then I was like, oh, I can't. Because he said, oh, can I have milk and sugar? I was like, no, you can have almond milk and absolutely zero sugar. I can offer you this delicious Walden Farms sugar-free caramel, whatever it was. And he looked at me like, what are you talking about? You don't have milk and sugar? And I was like, no. I just don't have it. I just do not need it. It never comes into my life. I don't drink milk, because I just don't need it. Like I say, almond milk is a fine replacement, and it's just healthier, so I prefer it. And I don't put sugar in anything, and anything I do, like I say, is usually calorie-free syrups, and who knows what else is going on. But that's weird. That's like a common human trait. Somebody comes into your house, and you offer them a coffee, you offer them a tea, I just and spit right in their face like, nope, you get no kind of a break when you're doing your work. And then they probably leave like, that guy, what a bald asshole. Number 9 is a Mars bar on a Monday. That's very specific, and I have actually talked about it here before. But this happened to me a very, very long time ago. I was on a train going into London before the global pandemic, and we were allowed to live our lives. And I don't know why this happened. It's like one of those moments where it's like an out-of-body experience. And I saw a guy eating a Mars bar on a Monday. It was about, 12 p.m., and he just got it out of his pocket, and he unzipped it. Do you unzip a chocolate bar? You do now. And he went, and he just chowed it down, and he wrapped up the wrapper, and he threw it in the bin. I was like, if I did that, the sheer mental anguish that I would go through as my brain went, guilt, you're not allowed to do it. And somebody in the comments always goes, I'm worried about Simon's mental well-being, which is very nice. I'm not saying it's a massive problem. I'm just saying if I did do it, it would cause me a little bit of apprehension, maybe even a little bit of anxiety, because I just never do it. And I keep my cheat meals to the weekend because I like to be strict. I like to eat healthy meals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, half day, and Sunday. This is the way I choose to live my life. But when I observed it, honestly, I could have been on Mars. It was ironic, but I could have been on Uranus. That's better. I could have been on Uranus just being like, how do people do it? I couldn't do it. I would rather have to try and break out of jail. I would find that easier than eating a Mars bar on a Monday. Number 8 is that people don't count calories. They don't even care about calories. They don't even know what a calorie is. And there I am in my local grocer of choice, looking at the back of everything going, I've got 5.6 grams of carb. This one's got 4.4 grams of carb. Get this one, man. That's what I do, and I do it with everything. I look at things, and I try and be like Rain Man, like that's 750 calories. Can't eat it, it's too high. Not everyone does that. No, I actually think that's quite a good thing to do because, you know, it's nice to know what's going into your system. It's nice to know what's going into your body. Not all the time, but generally. But yeah, there are people out there like Gerald. He doesn't care about calories. What are you doing, you crazy thing? You just get on with it. I think in many ways it comes down to the whole ignorance is bliss thing, right? And there are many things in life where that is definitely better. And calories is probably one of them, especially when you learn how much calories in stuff like cookies and cakes and pizza. You're like, there is no flipping way. And the pizza goes, yes way, man. You're like, well, I'm still going to eat you even though you're clearly alive. But yeah, every time I tell people how much I count calories, and if they don't, they're not into the fitness world, just like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm kind of wasting my life, but I really like it. Number 7 is being completely relaxed over any kind of trip, be that personal or work, because you don't have to be concerned about food preparation. Hands up if you've ever been part of the Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening club, when you stand there and sit there or whatever, and you prepare all your food for at least 3, 4, some days, sometimes even 5, 6, 7 days. We've all done it, because prepared to fail, prepared to fail, fail to prepare, fail to prepare, prepared to fail. Either way you want to do it. You got to have your food there, man, because if you don't, you're going to snack, you're going to go off plan, you're not going to be as strict as you want to be. And I remember sometimes, you know, just like the way it can be, I'd be like, oh man, I got to do food prep. And I wanted to do food prep. You know, sometimes your brain just isn't in the mood. Not everyone does that. Not everyone does that. Most people just go through life like, I'm going to have this today. I'm going to have that, which ties into number 6, eating different things every day. What a world. That's like Wizard of Oz to me. Here we see the normal and reasonable human being looking through their fridge, deciding what they're going to have for lunch. Like a normal person, as I say, they have a choice and don't just eat the same thing every single damn day. That's like landing in that crazy planet and be like, oh, I can't believe all these things I can do. I eat different things every day. I eat the same damn thing every day of the week, and I like it. I'm not moaning. I'm not complaining. I really enjoy the structure. I really enjoy the routine, and I really enjoy my food. I look forward to every single one of my meals. Sometimes I skip to the kitchen because I'm so excited. But the thought of having choice is just, wow, that blows my utter brain. Like, that's what people do. Sometimes people go into a coffee shop, wherever, they pick a sandwich, they have cheese, tuna, chicken. No, chicken wrap. Chicken wrap every single damn day, but I like it. But that's not a thing. And nor am I saying that there is a right or wrong. I want to point that out as well. You absolutely have to do you. You got to follow what works for you and all that kind of stuff. But when people tell me this, it takes me a good second. I'm like, hang on, processing. Then it gets to me, and I can be on board with it, but it's not something I ever do. Which also kind of ties into number 5, forgetting to eat. You forgot to eat? Were you dying?
Ah, shit! Forgot to eat! Forgot to eat!
Like, I never forget to eat, ever. At no point do I ever get the signal of hunger, unless I'm dieting sort of, when I'm actually hungry all the time, but I never get the signal of hunger from my stomach going, Simon, you forgot to eat. It doesn't happen. Most of the time, I'm looking at the clock trying to justify eating. I'm like, can I eat now? And then I look to when my last meal was. It's like 3 minutes ago. That's not even that much of an exaggeration. I'm like, was it 3 minutes or 3 hours? I think it was 3 hours. It wasn't. It was 3 minutes. Some people just go through days and they forget to eat. I can promise you this. Ever since I started lifting weights when I was 16 years old, I have never forgotten to eat, ever. Maybe once I've been caught out, because life does that kind of thing. But forget? No way. Number 4 is not being obsessed with powders. I always realize this. I try and do my shopping sort of month to month when it comes to all that kind of stuff, supplements essentially. And you just get a bunch of powders turning up. What am I spending my money on? Protein powder, creatine powder, amino acid powder, intra-workout powder. What the flip is all this powder? What am I trying to do? Like, you get drug bust with this cocaine. Like, no, it's powder. Why? I just want to be big and jacked. They're like, what a bunch of crap. And you're going to get arrested, and they'll snort it, and they'll probably die. It'll be a whole thing. We're obsessed with powders. Some people don't even know what protein powder is. Some people think creatine is steroids, even though you can walk into Holland & Barrett and they just sell it to you. What a great operation they got going on. Number 3 is not being focused on protein. Another one, it kind of ties into the whole calories thing, but man, I'm so meticulous with my protein. I need to know that every single meal has, some protein in it. Sometimes you go out to a restaurant and there'll be something that sounds nice, but then you go, but that's literally got no protein in it. It's like a beetroot Wellington. There is 0 protein in that. I may cheat, but I'm not sacrificing my gains. I need protein to fuel my muscles. So literally, I will not eat anything other than dessert, obviously. Even when it comes to a starter, you can bring me garlic bread, but there better be some chicken dish or tuna that I can bring in there as well. That's not a thing around the world. My dad don't care about protein. My mum don't care about protein. Most people, and especially the older generation, only care about protein when it, pertains to some kind of illness they've got. The doctor says, oh, you need to get more protein in. My granddad was convinced I was going to drop dead from protein. I was like, you weird man, what are you talking about? It never happened yet. Now it's going to happen. I'm going to look like a fool. But protein to me, oxygen, sleep, protein. That's basically how it goes. Number 2 is looking in the mirror and being happy with the reflection. That's just one that made me laugh. That obviously, that's a part of the individual, but it's true, and it's something I like to talk about a lot because we all know the deal. Even though we're going to the gym, we're working out hard, and we're dieting, and we're doing all these things, we still look in the mirror and go, man, you look like a piece of trash. And we shouldn't do that. We should try and build ourselves up, and we should be more confident. We should be proud of what we have achieved, but it doesn't work like that 9 times out of 10. It's that dangling carrot. You get from 1 to 2, then you want to get to 3, then you get to 3, and you want to get to 4, and you think 10 is going to be when everybody's happy, and you get to 10, realize, oh no, it's 7,400,067. And you can't get to that point because you're dead before you get there. And I'm going to guess on my deathbed, I'll be like, man, maybe I shouldn't have spent all that time in the gym, given that in my head, I achieved nothing. But I am, of course, exaggerating. I love the day to day. But there are some people that don't even care. I care. Look at my Deltoid going pathetic. Number 1, it's not going to the gym. You never think about that, do you? You never think about it. And not only that, not only not going to the gym, some people have to force themselves to go to the gym. I have never forced myself to go to the gym in their life. I fly there like a rocket. Like at the moment, I kind of tweak my back and I can't go as much as I want because I need to rest and play it by ear. It happens. It's like a big injury, but as we've said before, you're always going to get injury. You just need to figure out ways and means to deal with it. But not being able to train how I want, having to take, extra forced rest days, it kills me, man. It kills me. There are things, I'd rather be tortured. I mean, it is torture. But yeah, there are other people out there, they don't even think about going to the gym. They sit down, and that is cool. I'm not judging them. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying from my vantage point, it's incredible. It's incredible. Sometimes I see friends or they message me going, I really should go to the gym, but I don't want to. Like, I'll go for you. That's not even a thing that can happen, but I will go for you, and then I'll suck up the gains and go, and I'll spit it all over your face. There you go, 10 normal things that are absolutely insane to a weightlifter, even though we are obviously the ones that are insane. We're well aware of this. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, ding, ding. Click the video on the screen right now so you can check out more of my content. I'd appreciate it. Patreon.com/SimonMiller316. There's also a link in the description below. At SimonMiller316 on Instagram and Twitter. SimonMiller.BigCartel.com. Otherwise, just have yourself a good old time. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you soon.